Welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is low testosterone. And I know I've been talking about it a lot, about people using it to enhance their athletic abilities. But today I'm going to be talking about the purpose for the drug, and that's medical. And that's the reason why it was made, for medical purposes. And steroids, testosterone, was basically used if a person, let's say, was in a major accident and they acquire a lot of physical damage. A lot of times they would be given testosterone to enhance their healing process in order to help them to be able to survive that particular trauma to the body. Now, another purpose of testosterone is people who have low testosterone, and these are people of that normally is of age. They get a little older, and your testosterone levels are normally dropping all the time, and it starts off in your 30s, whether you know it or not. Your testosterone levels are always dropping as you get older and older. You have different segments, different age groups, like 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, or whatever. Those age brackets, you have a certain amount of testosterone that's governed for that age bracket. Over time, they figured out that these individuals in those brackets should have a testosterone level for the average person between this and this. Some is going to vary a little bit. Some is going to be a little higher. Some is going to be a little lower. But it's going to be within those numbers that they've figured out over the years. Now, no one really knows why your testosterone levels drop as you get older. No one really knows that because you have some people, their levels drop early. Their levels drop drastically in their mid-30s. And a lot of people, it's theorized that when an individual have kids, it's theorized that their testosterone levels drop so that they can be more of a compassionate type person for the kids. And that's a theory that they drop. But it's not necessarily true for everybody, because everybody don't fit in that particular category, but it's a theory. Now, this right here, low testosterone, is a natural progression of age. As you get older, it's naturally going to drop. No matter who you are, at some point it's going to drop. Like I said, some drop way in their 50s, but who knows? And the thing about it is that you would be experiencing lower sex drive, tired a lot, and also you won't be able to really get rid of fats that easy, be able to lose fats that easy, or either gain muscle that easy if your natural testosterone levels have dropped below their acceptable rate. And the only way that you can find this out, you have to go to your doctor, get a full blood work analysis, and that right there will tell you where you stand at for your age group. Now, you have to get your pride out of it if you want to live a healthier life. This point right here, this is the only time that taking steroids is totally acceptable. Totally acceptable, because you have to. And another group of people that will need this type of treatment are those individuals that's using it, testosterone steroids, for recreational uses. These people will also need this, because especially if they've been using it for a long period of time, where they have suppressed their natural testosterone levels to the point that they can't recover. And that normally takes time. It normally takes years of abuse of the drug, instead of using the drug for what it's worth. And you got guys in their early 20s that are taking steroids, testosterone, on a regular basis. And these guys, are not professional bodybuilders or anything like that, you have a lot of everyday people in the gym taking steroids just to look a certain way. Just that's the reason they take it. They want to look a certain way to people. And that right there is part of the abuse system of the drugs. So wherever you fall at, if your natural levels have dropped, you need to talk to your doctor. If you have abused the drug and your levels have dropped, you need to talk to your doctor. And the only thing about this is that once your doctor prescribes you this particular drug for your particular ailment, it's not like you're going to be able to abuse it, because it's going to be totally watched and controlled, because it is a listed as a controlled substance. So go to your doctor, get yourself checked out. If you are experiencing not necessarily fat loss or you can't gain muscle, you're having a hard time gaining muscle, because that could be, let's be for real, you just could be being lazy in the gym and not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, if you have the lower sex drive and also less energy, and it's noticeable, you need to get yourself checked out. This right here is, like I said, it's totally acceptable to take testosterone for medical use. It's totally acceptable, because that's what it was designed for. That's what it was designed for. And if your levels have dropped, you're not going to be able, if you're in your 30s, in your 30s or early 40s, if your testosterone levels have dropped to where they are unacceptable, you're not going to be able to function within that bracket like you normally would, like a normal person would. So if you want to live the highest quality life, get it checked out. And you have two ways that I know of that doctors prescribe testosterone. You can get it in the gel where you rub it on the skin and it soaks into your body that way, or you get injections, and you have to make a decision on what you're going to do. So if you experience any of that, and like I said, a lot of these other channels are not going to talk about stuff like that, because this is the kind of stuff that not geared toward subscribers and views. And it's like I told you before, I can care less about either one. I do this because I like to do it. And my whole purpose is just to inform people, regular people that's in the gym trying to enjoy life and have a good time in life. That's what I'm doing it for. That's the whole purpose of it. So if you're finding yourself having those two main issues, lower sex drive and less energy, then you need to get a full blood work analysis as soon as you can and try to get a handle on what's going on with you. And at this point, you could be lacking a particular vitamin that could be making you feel like this. You'll never know until you get your blood work checked. That's why it's always good to go to your doctor and get checked out. Because no matter what nobody say, no matter what they say about doctors or whatever, because I have people saying all kinds of crazy stuff about doctors when I say anything about them. But none of this stuff you can find out for yourself. You can't find out for yourself, so you have to use a doctor. And if you don't trust your doctor, then you got the wrong doctor. You need to find somebody you trust. I trust my doctor because, she's 100% in my corner. And I know that because if anything go wrong with me, she's right on top of it. And you need to be able to say that with the same confidence with your doctor. And if you're able not to do it, if you're not able to do it, then you got the wrong doctor. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.